stuck in nostalgia like me. I wanna know.
Whammy. How's everybody doing today? What I'm doing today is recording me telling a story. Everyone probably has a story. Maybe not everyone. But I do. Unfortunately, some people have far better stories than I have. A better story is not something that someone wishes for themselves. When I'm talking about a story, I'm talking about a story of self-defense, having to use your gun to save your life. If you're smart, you don't want that story. You don't want to have that story at all. You just want to go about your life and hope you never have to use your gun. That's what you want. Trust me. But I'm going to tell a story. I've got a few stories. I'm going to tell two stories. I'll tell two stories. I'll tell a story about my jack-in-the-box encounter. And then I'll talk about my AM/PM encounter. Starting with the jack-in-the-box, that happened. That's probably the first thing that happened as an adult where I was afraid for my life and grabbed my gun. At the time, I was carrying a Ruger SP-101. Let me get this stuff out of here. At the time, I was carrying my Ruger SP-101 357 Magnum. And there we go. And so what happened is it was nighttime, and we wanted to go get some food. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, like 1:30 in the morning. I was like 23, 24. I want to say I was 23 or 24 years old. And I had only been carrying for like 2 years. I didn't start carrying at 21. I started carrying at 22. So anyway, so me and my buddy decided we want to go to Broadway to go get some Jack-in-the-Box. At the time, in the area that I was in, Jack-in-the-Box was the only place you could go to get some food. And so that's what we did. So me and my buddy Aaron, we get in our car, get in my car, and at the time I had a Mitsubishi 3000 GT twin turbo. I was in the racing cars, street racing, big at one point. But anyhow, we drive up there, and as I'm driving up to the drive-through line, I see this guy standing right next to the sign that shows what you can order. And so he looked, I don't know, he looked grimy, and he didn't look right. Yeah, I was profiling. He didn't look right, and he wasn't in the right spot. If you're gonna be by that sign on Broadway, then you probably work at Jack-in-the-Box. But if you're just standing next to this sign, you're on the driver's side of someone going through the drive-through, just standing there. He looked about worse than this, and he didn't look good. Anyhow, I pull up, and my buddy's looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing right there? Like let me ask you guys, how many times have you went through a drive-through, fast food drive-through, and somebody was standing, on the driver's side, just staring at you? Have you guys ever encountered that? I never have, not in my life. And so it was completely off. Okay, in Washington State, that's no. So I'm on high alert. I don't know what this guy wants. I'm a little afraid. It's 1:30 in the morning, and Broadway's got some weirdos. I'm just keeping it real. They got some weirdos. So as I pull up, the guy walks up to me. Well, actually he doesn't. I was actually able to order my food first. So we got up, and I knew what I wanted immediately. Aaron looks over, looks at the board, and he's like, all right, cool, I know what I want. So we go to the speaker, say, how can I help you? Oh, let me get a number 2 and a number 3, whatever we ordered. So after that, as we pulled up a little bit, the guy then walks right up to the car. I'm nervous. What does he want? His hands. He's got this jacket. Like imagine this is a jacket. He had it like this. Okay. That like this. That's, what do you have under there? I don't. This guy's weird. And so he walks up and he goes, "You got some money?" He asked me, "Do you got some money?" And I go, "No, I don't have any money." And I drove off. And I let him know, in a way, hey, you shouldn't be asking me for money this way anyway. So it was kind of like a no, I don't have any money, man. Get out of here. That kind of thing. So I pulled up to the window to receive my food, pay for it, and receive it. As that guy opens his window, I see in my rearview mirror and my side mirror, this guy's walking back up to my car on the driver's side. Listen, there's the window where I pay and receive my food. This guy is walking in this thin part right here, still like this, with his hand in here, and walking, quickly towards the window. And everybody's nervous. Like, what is this guy doing? Who in the world walks up to the driver's side when you're about to exchange your food money situation at a fast food restaurant? Who does that? He walks up, and I don't know what to expect. Hey, call me the bad guy, whatever. He walks back up to the window very strangely. The guy in the window even kind of backs up. Look, assuming this is my Ruger SP-101, when he got up to that window, I pulled up and I said, "What the bleep is wrong with you? Do you know I'll kill you?" That's exactly what I said to him. Okay? Did I say the wrong thing? I might have said the wrong. I don't know. I don't care. My goal was to let him know, whatever you're doing right here is not right. It's not okay. I don't agree with it. Get away from me. I don't trust you. I don't know you. And this is very odd. Okay? So that's exactly what I said. Don't get the hell out. Don't you? I will kill you. The guy then, he then screams at me and goes, "I just wanted some money," and he runs away. And my buddy's looking at me like, that guy is insane. And the guy, the drive-through window looked at me like, whoa, like, this guy is bananas. And it's not like he's, you know, the guy didn't say, oh, he's always here or anything like that. The guy was shocked himself. And so I was like, you know, looking at him and he's looking at me like, whoa, that was crazy. And he asked me, he goes, you carry? And I said, no. He said, you can still carry? And I said, yes. And that was it. And then got my food, drove off. That was that situation. That was done. That was over with. Thank God it didn't go somewhere else. It could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't, and I thank God for that. I'm gonna stop this, and I'm gonna begin recording on the next story at the same time. I need to take the trigger housing group out of this and put it in this. So as I'm doing that, I'll stop this, restart it, and get the next one going.